Yo, what's up YouTubers, wargamers and hobbyists? It's Monday again. Already, God, that came around quick, didn't it? That means it's P and Q time. So, time to answer your questions or comments. Comments, I should say. If you're new to this show, this is basically where throughout the week you've either emailed me or written your questions or comments on the section below the previous week's P and Q. And I will then take my time to read through them and answer them in the best way that I can. So that's what I will do. Please, if you're easily offended by anything, please, I suggest not watching this particular series of videos. Perhaps watch something else. But like I said before, up to now I haven't had any controversial topics, so I'm sure we're fine because we're all kind of cool here, aren't we? Anyway, I have the questions in front of me, but I've got to just move this. So this is what I was working on yesterday, one of those wooden paint racks for my Vallejo paints, so that's kind of cool. Just pop that down there. Questions or comments. One sheet. Boo! Need more questions and comments. So please put them in. What I will do is I will leave a link below. And what I need you to do is either write your question or comment below, or if you'd rather not have your name or pseudonym read out, just email me and then I'll just read the question as it is. Unless you state in your email that it's, you specifically don't mind, then that's fine. That's what I will do. But yeah, I need more questions, need more comments. So I will put the link, as I said, below. The email is miniwarzone@gmail.com, and it will be below. And like I say, or you can just pop your question or comment below anyway. So without further ado, let's get on with it. And we'll start, because the majority of these are emails. Let's start with I've only got one comment that was left below. So this is from the Lone Ranger. And he says, thanks for the sub, mate. I thought I'd sub you back and do some catching up with your channel. Enjoying it so far. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And comments like that are what make my day, make my week. Movie Maker can speed stuff up, but it is a basic video editor. That's great for people just starting out. Well, pretty much me. Doing vids, or even people like me doing this on a budget. Me as well. I've got a question though. Okay, here we go. I thought I'd ask, as a beginner, how are you finding your first year in the hobby? Have you had many battles and come across any naughty word? T asterisk asterisk T apostrophe S. I think he means twits. Have I come across any yet? As some people I know who have started recently haven't had the best of opponents for their first few games. Even myself, after getting back into 40k after a 4-year break on fantasy, I found the first guy I played against brought a Helldrake in a 500 point army and burned me a new one. Well, that doesn't sound good. Would be interesting to see what the hobby is like down there by you. Well, first of all, that's not cricket, is it? Helldrake in a 500 point army? Well, that's a bit naughty. Well, first of all, my opinion on this is, if you're a great gamer, you're really skilled at it, and I believe it does take skill and tactics and strategy. If you're introducing a newcomer to the game, or someone that's not been in it for long, and you're playing them, and if it was me, which I am not a skilled player by the way, I'm a newcomer, but if I was, I would go easy on them to try and encourage them into the game a bit. Okay, yeah, people say it's not about winning per se, it's about the actual game itself and that, but I mean it's, let's be honest, we like to win, it's in our nature, we like winning. And yes, I don't mind if I lose, that's fine, you know. But to just be wiped out, it's like playing. Like I use the analogy of chess a lot in some of the things I talk about. It's like playing a game of chess and being checkmated in the first few moves, which is possible. Okay, that's great game. Well, don't think it's for me. That's not encouraging. Let them win, or let them have a good game. Let them savour the enjoyment. Let them blow a few things up. Yeah, why not? I would. What's the hobby like? What's it like down here? Generally speaking, it's pretty good. The majority of players that I've come across, and I'm no way talking Mr. Experience here, but the majority of players that I've come across have been pretty good. That said, there have been a few, not idiots as such, few ignorant people, I would say, that don't really, they just want to get on with their game and don't really care what you're asking, like stop bothering me. But if you're just asking a straight question, it's nice to get acknowledged and answered, rather than can you go over there, I'm trying to play a game sort of attitude. Not that I would interrupt people's games, but while they're setting up or something, or saying, what do you recommend for this or this, and how long have you been into it, just to get to know people. And some people can be a bit cliquey in their own little groups, but then the majority of them seem to be very nice and open and helpful. So far, the only twats I've come across have been on forums. So not playing games against forums and the social networking sites. Things like that, when you're asking straight up questions and they're kind of basically telling you not to be such a rude words. And it just infuriates me, because that's not encouraging for beginners either. But generally down here, this part of the country, well, round in Plymouth, my general experience of it is that people are pretty good. I've only played a few games, not many, so like I say, I'm not Mr. Experience by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah. But that doesn't sound like much fun. You playing a 500 point game and someone bringing a Helldrake. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's not fun. That's someone out to kick your ass in as quick a time as possible, and saying, look how good I am, look at my awesomeness, I can beat you with any size army. That's not fun. Yeah, we like to win, but when you're playing against beginners, I think you should give them a little bit of leeway, just a bit. Makes it more fun. It's a fun game. It's supposed to be fun, and enjoy it. And thank you, the Lone Ranger. Thank you, Lone Ranger, for your tip on the small skirmish rules. I'll check that out. It looks awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, next question. On to the emails now. Hey Pete, how come you post these videos raw? Because I can't be asked to do fancy editing and pictures of music on these. I don't think it warrants it. Not sitting and talking, or my other one, Chill with Pete, or On the Bench, or something like that. Sometimes I'll put music to things like that. To be honest, the videos I do more fancy editing would seem to be like the funny ones or the random ones and things like that, and that's purely because I'm not really feeling like well enough to do the ordinary videos. But yeah, anyway, that's the reason anyway. But I will be introducing, hopefully as time goes by, a little bit more professionalism into my videos. I'm surrounded by lights galore, and I bought another new LED light yesterday. I know it's not actual camera lighting, but I'm just trying to upgrade the kind of equipment I have here and use to try and get the best possible videos for the budget I have. So it's definitely a embryonic state, these videos that you see before you now. So hopefully with time they'll get better, and I'll have like fancy 3D logos and all that kind of stuff, and I'll just be able to click a few buttons and do it no problem. But yeah, I mean next question. Hi Pete, sorry to hear that you have MS. Sorry I don't know much about it, although my friend was diagnosed a few months ago and is struggling to get his head around it. He says he could do with some support in this matter, and so I told him about you and your passion for Warhammer 40k, and that perhaps he could try a hobby like this to take his mind off it and give him a focus. Is there any chance you could say a few words to him to let him know how you deal with it, etc.? His name is Dan. Many thanks indeed. Right, well, what I'll do there is I will suggest you tell your friend to get in touch with me at email miniwarzone@gmail.com, or if you're watching, Dan, send me an email on miniwarzone@gmail.com. if you want to chat, converse on, I'll give you my mobile number if you want to talk about stuff, because believe me, I know exactly how you feel right now, and it ain't nice. I know, I've been there. When you first diagnosed, it feels like you've got no support at all, and it feels like no one cares about you, and it feels like your life's come to an end and your whole world's shattered, and it's not like that at all. It's just that there's so much going on, and there's so many things to sort out, finalise, get in place. They got to sort you out, your support, your MS nurse, your checkups, your appointments, your what's going to happen with you if you're working, your employment, and there's just so many things to sort out. But once you're up and sort of settled, believe me, you have all the support in the world, and it is absolutely brilliant. But during this interim, and I understand that you feel kind of isolated and alone, because I did. It was a very low period of my life, and it felt like I didn't have the support I should have had. But trust me, it is out there. It sounds like you've got a really good friend there. But like I say, if you're watching this, or if you want to pass the information on to Dan, and just get him to email me if he wants me to chat with him. I don't know where you live, if you're local, if you wanted to meet up, talk about it, and see how it's fine. I mean, yeah, if you're watching, Dan, your friend is right. You need to find a hobby, something that you can really get your teeth into without wearing yourself out. And for me, that's wargaming and modelling. Absolutely brilliant. It's ideal. But like I say, yeah, give me an email, send me an email. Alright, next one. How is the deathmatch arena thing coming along? Obviously it's not at the moment. It is actually down here on the floor to my left. I haven't had the chance to do any more. I haven't even put any sand on it yet. That's how slack I've been with that. But it's kind of like you're trying to do one thing, then you've got to do something else. You just got to put that on hold while you move on to that, do a bit of that. But then you've got to do something else. You've got to put that on hold, move on to that, and eventually I will come a full circle and do it. I'm trying to finish things up before I move on. That's my goal. It will be done, and I'm very excited for it. I can't wait to start doing those. Okay, next one. How did you find the rulebook? That's because I said in another video, didn't I finished reading the rulebook. I found it easier to read than the 6th edition rulebook, I'll be honest. It seems better than 6th edition. But for any beginner who's never played it before, it's a bit of a mind melter. It's going to take me a while to get my head to come to grips with it, be fully conversant with the basics. But yeah, I found it was okay, it was good. Alright, next one. What inspires you most in the world of 40k? I would say people and their passion for the hobby, and especially when they share it, like on videos with other people. That's what inspires me the most. If I see a really cool tutorial on how to make a building or something, I don't know, well, whatever, and I think, oh wow, that's amazing, I would never have thought of that, and that kind of gives me the enthusiasm, and that inspires me. Definitely, yeah, the people and their passion for the hobby. Hi Pete, what app are you using to make your videos on the Mac? iMovie has become a real pig since the update. Tell me about it. but I've found an app called VideoPad, which is absolutely brilliant. You can download a free version, and obviously you can upgrade to a better one with more fancy things, etc. I've got the free version at the moment, and once I've got my head around that, I will probably upgrade and purchase the full version of that software. It's brilliant, so much easier than iMovie, believe me. Right, where are we? Okay, next one. Hi Pete. So what would you say is the biggest drain on your finances? Running a car or Warhammer? Running a car, easy. Yeah. By far. I mean, my car's got to go in the garage again on Thursday. I mean, I do a lot of miles in it, I'll grant you that. But it seems to be forever in the garage. I seem to be very unlucky at the moment. I want to get it sorted for the winter, because we have been promised the worst winter in like 100 years or something. So if it is snow and ice in particular, I need that, you know, I need my 4-wheel drive. I need to be all safe, and yeah, I just want that running. But biggest drain is my car. I mean, Warhammer is an expensive hobby, yes, but I enjoy it, and I don't mind. I pay the money, I don't mind, because I get the enjoyment out of it. And yes, I enjoy driving, but I don't enjoy the financial cost of running a car, not by any means. Okay, next, is it just Warhammer 40k that you enjoy, or do you do other models like Airfix, etc.? Yes, I do other models. I showed in the previous or in another video. I've got Airfix here. At the moment, that's the only Airfix model no, it's not. I've done a few over the years, but this is the only one I've done recently, I think. Pretty sure this is the only one I've done recently. I might have done a boat as well, but at the moment that's the only one that comes to mind. Is this one here. Yeah, and I've got to paint. I do, Humbrol, not Humbrol, Revel. You know, the paints then, Airfix and Revel and various other ones, and you know, I think they're great. I love them. I don't think they're as good as the Citadel miniatures in terms of quality, but yeah, I like doing them. Alright, next one. Just wondering if you thin down your paints at all, and what you use to thin them. Well, I've got it here. Stuff. Well, water. There we go. I'll show you right now what I use to thin down my paints. Water. It's an old varnish bottle. Lamium medium, is that how you pronounce it? That one there. And some airbrush thinner. It's fine for fitting down these guys as well. Absolutely no problem at all. Right, okay. What's the weather like in Plymouth on average? Rain. Most of the time it rains. 9 times out of 10 it's rain. And although they say we're going to have snow and all this kind of stuff, I'm preparing just in case, but it'll be rain. I think I'd rather rain anyway, because it's less damaging than the snow and stuff. Right. Okay. 8 weeks till Christmas. That is all. 7 weeks now. Even worse. Hi Pete, if you could go to Valhalla, what army would you take and why? Tyranids, I think, because they're the army I have most models, and I could build better lists with. So at the moment I would say Tyranids. If I could have any army, probably take a load of orcs because they're fun as well. Tyranids, I like Tyranids, so I'll just stick with Tyranids. Tyranids, definitely. And the last one, just watch your tactical squad tutorial. Awesome, keep it up. Thank you very much. I love comments like that. I absolutely love it. because I'm trying to get better all the time with my videos, and tutorials I think are quite hard to do. It's a job sometimes to know what format to take it in and what direction, but thank you very much for that comment. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and that is all the time I have. Well, not all the time I have, that's all the questions I got. At least I was able to talk about some of them more. And yeah, so there we are, the end of another P&Q. Questions or comments for next time, pop them below. I don't know what that was. Pop them below, or email me at miniwarzone@gmail.com, and I will answer them, I promise. Until the next time, this is Peter from Mini Warzone saying happy wargaming.